don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing and by falling over. I welcome you all with these beautiful lines from Richard Branson, and I hope you enjoyed the last lecture and practiced a lot and are ready for the next lecture in a stable series of web development. Friends, in today's lecture, we will see about HTML headings. I told you in the last lecture also that there are 6 categories in which you can display the headings in a web page by means of H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6 tags. So these are tags that have various sizes. H1 is the biggest of all. So if you have to define a heading that is of a considerable large size, you would be using the H1 tag, and S6 being the smallest of them. So now we will see how it is. So it is like this. When you will write this code in your notepad and you will save it as a .html, so you will see the result. Here H1 tag is heading and it is heading number 1, right? So are you getting it? In this H1, you will find the size of this is large comparatively to S6, H5, S2. These are of varying sizes. So if you have to use the heading in your HTML content, so likewise you have to define the headings. The browser automatically adds a white space before and after a heading. So you also need to remember it is a very small thing, but if you are groomed as a good developer, you will remember always that whenever we are using the H1 or H2 or S3 any heading tags, so another line will be added by its own by the browser. It automatically adds a line. So it's not like that heading 1 will uh, just stop there and thereafter itself the heading 2 will start. It will always start in the next line, right? Headings are important. Why it is important? Because whatever you are trying to display in your web page, there would be a heading, there will be paragraph, images and all. Anything can be there, but headings will show you what is the document structure, right? What is it about? So H1 means it is will be used for main headings, and if the lesser important heading is required, then you can use H2, H3, H4 likewise. So HTML headings are used only for headings, and it should not be used for making a text big or bold. Suppose you want to try some text to make it big or bold, so you will not use h1 or heading tags until and unless it is a kind of headings, because whatever is meant in HTML we have to use it for that purpose only. Although if you will use it will work, but being a good developer, always make it a practice that what it is meant for, that only you have to use it. Bigger headings, if you want to use bigger headings, you can use the style attribute. For the style attributes, we would be studying about style attributes in next sections. So here you will write this style equal to font size is 60 pixels. So this attribute would be used by you rather than using that h1, h2, h3. This style attribute if you will apply, so it will make your headings in bigger fonts, right? Are you getting my point? I hope you are getting it. Now we will see about the next thing. Now we will learn about HTML paragraphs. So in a content, whatever we are writing in a page, there is heading and there is also paragraphs. So a paragraph will always start on a new line. It is not like if you are using heading and in the same code, in the same line you are writing the paragraph. So it will not start with the heading. The paragraph will always start on a new line and is a block of text. It is simply a block of text. The paragraph browser will automatically add some white space before and after end of a paragraph, like in headings. So that will be done by the browser itself. Like in this, this is a paragraph, this is a paragraph, this is a paragraph. Now if you are writing the code like this, you can see a white space, a line is being added here, and if you try to remove it, right, you remove this p tag, then you will find that this line would be removed by itself. Now you can see the paragraph, this has been a complete paragraph. This from here to here, it is a complete paragraph now, right? This is a complete paragraph now. You can see it. Now we will see display, like HTML display. Whatever you are writing in paragraph or heading, the HTML is not capable of displaying according to the display sizes. Like suppose you are using a small screen, mobile screen, or you are using a big TV or big displays. So resized windows will create different results. So HTML cannot change the display on its own. For that we will see in the later videos about Bootstrap, where the responsive design would be there. So the browser will automatically remove extra spaces and lines when the page is displayed. So you can see here this paragraph is written. So it will not be like in the, like here in the code you see that this paragraph contains a lot of lines in the source code. These everything is written in another line in coding, but whenever it will be displayed, it will be displayed as a single paragraph, right? There will not be any extra line here. Let us see it here. See the whole thing from here to there, it will be shown as a complete this thing here. You can see this whole sentence, whole paragraph is a one part. It is the lines which we have added in the coding. In the next line we have written, it is not coming in the next line. So all paragraph will be shown as a single paragraph. It will not be in the next lines. So this thing you have to remember, it is not necessary in coding. If you are writing the code in the next line, so the text will also be displayed like this, right? So whenever you are using the p tag, the p tag will be displaying it all text as a paragraph, irrespective of in which line you have written. So browser will remove this extra line. So if you want to break some content in a page, suppose there is some break or some section is required, then for that horizontal rule tag is used, HR tag. This HR tag will be separating the content in a HTML page. Like in this you can see here we are using this HR tag. So what this HR tag is doing, it is drawing a line here. You can see this line, this horizontal rule line is there. So it is dividing the contents into various sections, so that this can be used when you are trying to display the page in separate contents or different sections. So this horizontal rules tag can be used, and it does not have any content or end tag. It is only an starting tag. Likewise, the break line also we have discussed earlier. Whenever you want to break into a new line without starting a new paragraph, so you will be using the BR tag. Here you can see if we write p paragraph tag and we will not use break, so it will not break into a next new line. But here we are using the break tag, so after the break tag a new line will be coming in the results. You can see a paragraph is being displayed in the next line with line breaks. I hope you are understanding what I am trying to convey here. So now the problem comes. Suppose you are writing a poem. So when you are writing a poem, we know these poems are in stanzas. It is very short lines, and it is usually in the short sentences in the next line. So if we are going to use the p tag in this, it will be displaying all as a paragraph. You can see here, if we will write a poem, it will make no sense. It will be showing as a paragraph. So when we have to write poems, or very frequently we have to make short sentences and we have to use new lines, so the solution would be using the pre-element. Pre-element means pre-formatted text. So if you are using this pre-tag instead of paragraph tag, so whatever the text and the style you are rewriting in the code, the same will be displayed in the results. Fixed, it will be having fixed width font, and usually the language, the font style would be Courier. So it preserves both the line breaks and spaces. Whatever the space or the line break you are providing in the coding, the same will be displayed in the browser result. The browser with itself automatically, it will not change the styling, because it will take it as a pre-formatted text that you have already formatted the text, right? Now we will discuss about HTML style attribute. I told you about attribute. So what is attribute? Attribute is actually whenever we are trying to add some additional information to any tag or to any HTML element, we are using an attribute. So style is an attribute. I also discussed it in the previous classes, that style, whenever you are trying to add some appearance, change in appearance or font size or more, so that can be done by style attribute. Like here you can see the text is red, text is blue, or the text is big. This can be done with the style attribute. So when, how we can use it, the style attribute? So it can be easily done. You have to just add this line, p is equal to style is equal to color, and then define color red. So it will display the paragraph as a in red color, right? If you want to increase the font size, so style is equal to font size colon 50 and closing braces, closing quotes. So if you will write like this, so it will show I am big, this font size. So any change in the font or font size or any kind of styling you want to change in HTML, that can be done in with the help of style attribute. And style attribute can be used with the starting tag, the tag name whatsoever, h1 tag or p tag or any tag, and followed by style is equal to that property. Property means CSS property, like it is font or it is uh, color or any property, that is, and it is its value, right? So if the property is color and here the value is black or blue, so the text will be displayed as black or blue. CSS we will be studying after this HTML, so it will make you more clear. It is a kind of also known as inline styling. So whenever we are trying to do inline styling, we are doing like this. It is not a very good uh, qualities of a developer to use inline styling. We should avoid it. But whenever it is required, we can always use this. Background color. If you want to change the background color of any page of any body, so that can be done with the help of style is equal to background color is the property. This is the CSS property, and powder blue is the value of that CSS property. So if you see, you can see the color of that page. The page color is powder blue. So likewise you can change the color. Suppose you write background color is equal to red, so it will turn the whole page into red, right? So these types of changes you can do, you can practice at your end, and it will make you more adept, more skilled. It will with practice, your hands-on in this HTML, it will increase. So try to make whatever we are doing here, try to make changes in the pages and see the results. Like here, the paragraph style background color is tomato. So the paragraph will be shown of tomato color. You can see this is a paragraph, it is tomato color. So whenever you are using the style to any tag, HTML tag, it will change the appearance of that tag. That may be the font size, that may be the background color, whatever is there, it will be changing it, right? You can also change the text color. For text color, you simply write the color is equal to color colon blue. So it will change the color of this heading. So this syntax you have to remember, because this syntax is to be added on the start tag, and then the styling can be done. The font family can be also be changed, Verdana or Courier. So you can see the results. In the font family, you can do Arial or Calibri, any font family you can use. Like Verdana is used, so it will be shown like this, and Courier, this will be shown like this. So in the font family, you can also describe it. CSS text size, you can increase the text size, font size, like 300%. So whatever the font size is of H1 is there, it will be increased by 300%, right? So you can see the result. This is a heading. See the result. The paragraph font size is also increased because we have increased it by 160% with the percent, or you can also write pixel. So likewise it will change the font size. Text alignment can also be done, whether you want to align it to center or left or right or justify, whatsoever you can easily do by the means of styling. So these are some style attributes, although there are a lot of style attributes, but what we have studied in this video, it is background color. For changing the background color, if you want to change the text color, use the color tag, and this CSS property. If you want to change the text font family, then font size or the text alignment. So these are very, very important things. Now in comments, you do this exercise. What is the correct way to add a background color to an HTML document? Now this exercise result you type in your comments. Don't try to copy it, you just type it. What would be the correct syntax for changing the background color of an HTML document? These are the three options. Write the correct options in the comment section. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. I hope whatever we have studied, heading, paragraph, and this style attribute, how to use it, I hope you enjoyed it. You learned a lot. And one thing I want to make it clear, because that basics or the foundation is very necessary for development, because these questions, these minute differences will be always asked in your interviews. So for that sake also, you must be having the clarity of what is the HTML rules, how we are using the tags, and what are these minor differences. In the next video, I will see you with the next HTML tag, and we will see the HTML text formatting and other further. Till then, bye bye, take care.